Hello. Perhaps the basic and most basic operation that one can define between elements of a set is addition. Um, so we are going to visit one simple example of adding two complex numbers to see what that looks like. So let's consider two complex numbers. Let's say the first complex number is something like 3. Let me switch gears here. Here we go. So let's say the first complex number is 3 plus 5i. That means the real part is equal to 3 and the imaginary part is 5. And let's say that we are interested on adding this number to the number minus 2 minus 7i. Okay, so both of these complex numbers are being added up, and so maybe I could write a parenthesis. I can enclose each number here in parentheses, and then to make sure that we're on the same page, I write a plus sign there in between. So what follows next is that we're going to do the addition the way we know how to add numbers. Um, see, we're going to do the addition. And what we will do is very much what we do in algebra when we have similar terms, okay? So here, anything that has an I is going to be considered a legal operation to add those up. So basically, we're going to be adding the imaginary part. So this is this portion here, 5i, is the imaginary part of the first complex number, and 7i is the imaginary part of the second complex number. Okay, and we will do that. If you will, you could group those as we can write something here like 5i minus 7i. Okay, that will be a group of its own. And then we are going to do something exactly consistent like that for the real parts, right? So we have the real part here, 3, and we have the real part, -2. So we can write 3 plus -2. Let me use another color here. Um, we could write 3 plus -2, and then we can group those on its own group, right? So, and since by definition of complex numbers we always write real part plus imaginary part, then we write a plus in between. So this means that the real part of the new number is going to be 3 plus -2, which is 1, and the imaginary part here is -2. So we're going to write that this is equal to 1 minus 2i. Okay, so we started with two complex numbers, and then we group the real parts, we group the imaginary parts, and this um, gives way to a new real part and a new imaginary part. And this concludes our example on addition of complex numbers.